All right, so we're gonna wrap this stair. This is our material right there. There's our nosing. Those are pretty much all the tools that you're gonna need. And this is the only glue I use. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna need a sample riser, sample nosing, sample tread. So we're gonna cut that out. So I'm gonna measure this stair, get a measurement. So it's 35 inches. We're gonna go 36. So we're gonna take our nosing. Find a spot to put you guys, put you right there for now. So we're gonna cut 2 at 36. There's 36. Another one at 36. Cut that. So we got 2 at 36. That's third stair and fourth stair. Then we have a sample nosing we can mess around with to get it tight to the wall. That already looks pretty dang good. So now we're gonna need a sample riser tread. Hold that for me right there.
Everything's wobbling too.
Yeah, I know. All right, so this one's already at R0.
Sweet.
Oh, that's already perfect. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll explain what I just did right now. Set you guys down right here. What I did was I cut that so when it sits here, it sits nice and flush to the ground. And if you see this other one that has the lip on it, there's gonna be that gap at the bottom. So that's my sample riser. This is just basically to check my walls. See how that's nice and straight, tight up against the wall? That's what we want. So then you're gonna mark the back of this. You have that line. We're gonna go cut that. Wish I had had somewhere else to put you guys, but so you're just gonna flip that guy over. This video is gonna take a little bit, so just bear with me. I'm not gonna edit it. I'm gonna go sideways, but that'll work. All right. Now we have that. Look at that. So that's already looking good. It's nice and tied up with the walls. So every saw has, sometimes they're not 100% square. So you wanna make sure you cut your square, your right angle onto the piece of wood with your saw. Other people's saws might not be the same. So always cut with yours, cut a piece to 0 on your saw, if that makes any sense. This is going to be a piece that's going to go in there. So we got to cut that end off. Hold on. There we go. So we need to cut that to 0. We need to remove that bottom lip. Set these guys over here. Do a cut real quick. We already installed the downstairs, pretty nice looking flooring, in my opinion. So, get that all cleaned up. Let's put some nails down here. Alright, that looks good. We'll mark the back. And we'll cut that. Turn it around, it's already marked. A lot of back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth. Good workout. A few thousand steps a day. back and forth, back and forth. All right, see how that looks. Pretty gosh darn good to me. This is gonna be a little tricky. Here, what I usually do is just mark right here. Just like that. So this angle, this is gonna have to be at a 45 that way. Back and forth. This is 45. I don't even think you guys can see that, but set at a 45-degree angle. Need to do is get a taller tripod. I'm gonna cut right on that line, leave the line. Let's go see how that looks. So that's what that's going to look like, just like that. Easy money. Now we're going to take our sample riser, check it up against that wall. And as you can see, this wall is pretty rough. Baseboard is going to cover most of this. Baseboard actually comes up to about here. So I'm not worried from here down. But this, on the other hand, all I do is mark it down here. That gap here, I'm gonna mark down here, and I'm gonna go cut it. So I have that marked out. So what I'm gonna do is move this back up to 0. I'm gonna offset this about 1.5 degrees. Sorry. So what I did was went from 0 to this way, just a tad. 1.5 degrees, 2 degrees. I'm gonna cut that. At an angle, let's go see what that looks like. here. Knock back that up. Okay, that's looking a lot better. But this piece keeps on coming out. Alright, so now we're going to cut this piece out at that angle that we need. Don't know where to put this thing.
Where you headed to? Oh, you don't need it.
Yeah. Okay, so this angle's off right now. So. Back to 0, back and forth, back and forth. Walk, walk, walk. A lot of walking. Well, actually I need to cut the bottom of the tongue. Let's go do that real quick. Stairs take forever. Seems like. Now we're gonna set that there. That's gonna go here. We're gonna mark back here and up here. Well, hopefully you can see from there-ish. All right, so I got it marked in the back. I'm gonna remove this piece, cut that at a 45. This looks oh, that looks pretty gosh darn good to me. Just about perfect. So let's go ahead and glue these down. Nor deny. So we're gonna throw some nails in it, but we're gonna put the nails right here. Sample nosing. And so one thing you want to make sure is we're going to see how this thing fits. So some of these nosings are flush nosings. Some of them are designed to go on top of it, but we don't want that. I don't like this lip right here, so we gotta do something about that. Whether we set shims here or bring that down, I think the shims is gonna be the better way to go. So that's going to fit just like that. So it sits flush and not on top of it. So it's going to fit flush on this side. And this side as well fits flush, but I don't like how it's barely grabbing onto it, even though it's going to be glued down. I like that better. So I'm going to have to make some shims. What I'm going to do is cut some pieces of base. plastic. So usually we don't have to set those shims, but sometimes duty calls. So the walls are pretty straight. That's cool. Makes my job a whole lot easier. All right, I'm gonna do this in different parts. So that was riser, and then I'll start again with the nosing and the tread.